Glad for joining us live here from our studio in Mogadishu. Welcome to Somalia's premier #1 station for news and updates, Dalsan TV. I'm your presenter, Abdurrahman Yusuf. Tonight, we have a lot in store for you, but kindly have a look at some of our top stories. Improved security in Mogadishu spurs business growth. Somali Army delivers aid and rescues flood victims in Baidoa and Southwest State. 29 people killed and over 305,000 people displaced in floods sweeping south-central Somalia. St. Louis Park elects Minnesota's first Somali mayor, Nadia Mohammed. Glad to have you back. Now let's delve into a full bulletin. The Deputy Commissioner of Social Affairs and Awareness for the Benadir Regional Administration, Abdulaziz Osman Mohammed, visited various parts of the whole Wadak district. The Commissioner's visit heralds significant improvement in the security sector in Mogadishu.
Last night, Abdulaziz Osman Mohammed, the Deputy Commissioner of Social Affairs and Awareness for the Benadir Regional Administration, visited various parts of the whole Wadak district. The purpose of the visit was to show the Somali public how security has improved in the capital Mogadishu and that people can go out safely during the night. Accompanying him was the Commissioner of Whole Wadak District, Bashir Abdi Mohammed, the Director of Agriculture for the Benadir Regional Administration, Luqman Ali Ma'u, and the Commander of the Security Forces for Wili Wa'ada, Colonel Mohammed Abdul Qadir Shakir. Another reason for the visit was to raise awareness and warn the residents of Mogadishu about the approaching heavy rainfall that is expected to hit the capital. Among the places the Deputy Commissioner Abdulaziz visited was Bakara Market, more specifically the gold section of the market, where some vendors are still open for business at night. Deputy Commissioner Abdulaziz and the Commissioner of Whole Wadak District, in a show of support for local business, even went into a cosmetics shop and bought some goods. Not so long ago, Bakara Market and the roads surrounding it used to be a precarious place to go at night as security was lacking. People are reluctant to be outside and roam the market out of fear of being harmed. However, the sentiment has now changed due to extensive operations being executed by security forces to cut down on crime and protect the public. Leading these operations was the commander of the security forces for Wili Wa'ada, Colonel Shakir. This resulted in a safer environment where people and businesses can thrive as they can be open late at night. The same cannot be said about other districts in Mogadishu, who can use the operations carried out in Whole Wadak district as an example on how to improve security. The Deputy Commissioner also visited places situated on the Sodanka Road, such as the Baruh Junction, the Hared Road, and areas where the roads have been waterlogged. This is where Deputy Commissioner Abdulaziz explained that the Benadir Regional Administration has forthcoming plans to implement regarding the prevention of these waterlogged roads. After the tour, the Deputy Commissioner spoke with Dalsan TV. He emphasized the motivation for his visit and praised the residents and administration of Whole Wadak district for taking the initiative and planning to clear roads that had been waterlogged. He also praised the security forces for keeping the peace and restoring trust in residents and businesses alike.
The forces of the Somali National Army 60th Division sprang into action, distributing crucial and conducting rescue operations to assist the victims of a devastating flooding in Baidoa, located in the southwest state of Somalia. Led by General Hassan Isaac Omar, the army forces have swiftly initiated relief operations to address the urgent needs of the affected population. The forces of the Somali National Army's 60th Division have sprung into action, distributing crucial aid and conducting rescue operations to assist the victims of devastating flooding in Baidoa, located in the southwest state of Somalia. Led by General Hassan Isaac Omar, the army forces swiftly initiated relief operations to address the urgent needs of the affected population. General Omar, emphasizing the gravity of the situation, urged residents in the affected areas to exercise utmost caution and remain vigilant amidst the ongoing heavy downpour. The soldiers of the 60th Division have mobilized their resources, including heavy military vehicles, to evacuate displaced individuals from perilous areas and relocate them to safer zones. Meanwhile, the Somali Disaster Management Agency Commissioner Mohammed Muallim Abdullah provided an update on Tuesday regarding the devastating flooding that has ravaged the country. Commissioner Abdullah revealed that an alarming number of over 800,000 individuals have been affected by the floods, resulting in the tragic loss of at least 29 lives. The torrential rains have unleashed havoc across the country, displacing more than 300,000 people from their homes. The impact of the floods have been felt across multiple regions, exacerbating an already challenging humanitarian situation. As the Somali National Army steps forward to provide much-needed aid and rescue operations, their efforts serve as a beacon of hope for the affected communities. The collaborative approach between military and Somali Disaster Management Agency highlights the government's commitment to addressing the immediate needs of the affected population. The combined efforts of these entities will contribute to the alleviating suffering and ensuring the safety and well-being of the affected individuals. At least 29 individuals have lost their lives while over 305,000 people find themselves displaced in the wake of torrential rains and flash flooding that has struck the south-central Somalia. According to the Commissioner of the Somali Disaster Management Agency, SODMA, Mohammed Maalim Abdulle, this disaster caused by the El Nino weather phenomenon has caused severe repercussions primarily in the Jubaland and South-West regional states, with Gedo, Bay and Bakol regions suffering the most.
At least 29 individuals have lost their lives while over 305 people find themselves displaced in the wake of torrential rains and flash flooding that has struck south-central Somalia. This calamity, attributed to the El Nino weather phenomenon, has brought about severe repercussions primarily in the Jubaland and Southwest regional states, with the Gedo, Bay and Bakol regions suffering the most. According to the Commissioner of the Somali Disaster Management Agency, SODMA, Mohammed Maalim Abdulle, the Gedo region of Jubaland has been particularly affected, with River Juba bursting its banks and wreaking havoc in major districts such as Luq, Dolow, Garbahari, Bardere and Elwaq. The downpours have also impacted the Afmadow and Jamame districts in the Juba region of Jubaland state. Similarly, in the southwest state districts including Baidoa, Burhakaba, Bardale, in Hirshabelle state, Beledweyne and Johar towns along the nearby villages have been severely affected, while in Galmudug state, the towns of Galkayo, Dosamareb and Adado have witnessed the destructive power of the unrelenting rains. In this dire situation, the SODMA agency has fervently appealed to the Somali people, businesses, scholars and humanitarian-focused non-governmental organizations to expedite their assistance and support to alleviate the suffering endured by the Somali community during this challenging time. El Nino, a naturally occurring weather phenomenon, causes the warming of surface waters in the central and eastern Pacific, thereby influencing weather patterns worldwide. Coupled with rising food prices due to the war in Ukraine, this drought resulted in the loss of 43,000 lives, as reported by the United Nations. The cumulative impact of these consecutive disasters has placed Somalia on the brink of famine, exacerbating the already dire humanitarian situation.
Somali American citizen Nadia Mohammed wins a mayor seat in St. Louis Park in Minnesota, becoming the first black mayor of St. Louis. Nadia, 26, also becomes the youngest person to be ever elected to the West Metro Suburbs public office in the city's 170-year history.
A Somali American woman has entered the books of history after being declared the mayor of St. Louis Park City in Minnesota, United States of America. Nadia Abdrazak Mohammed defeated her closet Dale Anderson, a professor at the University of Minnesota, with more than 58% of the votes. Nadia Abdrazak also becomes the first Muslim, Somali and black person to hold the mayoral position in the city, which has a population of about 49,000 people. She said that the hope is that her victory will serve as a motivation for other young people, especially girls and women from marginalized communities. Nadia Abdrazak is not the first Somali woman to become a mayor in the United States.
Now she stands here in this room with you all, celebrating her daughter become the first black mayor, the first Somali mayor, oh, this is her, by the way.
But she is the first one to be elected through an election. In 2012, Deqa Dala was appointed as the mayor of South Portland, a city in the state of Maine, by the local council. Her victory is an exceptional achievement that reflects the growing diversity and representation of Somali Americans in the political sphere.
Lovely viewers, that's all we are prepared for you tonight from our desk here in Mogadishu. I wish to thank the team that made the news bulletin a success. And you, a lovely viewer, wherever you're watching us from, have yourselves a lovely night and blessings galore.